Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for tuning into the Here, There, Everywhere show. And here is Magnum Matt.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Here, There, and Everywhere show, part 2. So let the entertainment continue. This week's Daily Dose of Comedy coming to you live from the funniest man on earth, almost as funny as Rowan Atkinson, although not quite there, unfortunately. Ladies and gentlemen, let the maniacal clown of the century, Mr. Bumble.
The Here, There, and Everywhere show.
Oh, kills me every time. And now, a very special feature on the Here, There, and Everywhere show, the piece of animation that's made it to number 1 at the box office. From director Josh Brown, here is the film Kevin and the Book of Medicine.
The Here, There, and Everywhere show.
It's the year 2030. The world is at risk of illness and disease, for which there is no known cure. Kevin the Ninja is determined to find the cure and to put a stop to the future Earth's doomed fate. Kevin remembers as a child finding a book of ancient medicine under the stairs where his family used to live. He thinks the book could have a solution to the world's problems, so he goes back to the temple where he used to live with his parents, and he finds the book. He's happy now he knows he can stop the end of the world. He goes to Chinatown to fight the evil ninjas, because they don't want the cures to make people better. This book does not belong to you. Like a karate scene, he is the champion. Kevin gives the book to a group of doctors from around the world. Use this book to make new medicines. You must fight where there is war, illness, and disease.
Let's get on to our next story, where we take a little trip across the pond to meet a certain lady who loves to hear the people's problems. The Agony Aunt, live from Buckingham Palace.
The Here, There, and Everywhere show. Hello, it's lovely to be with you here again today, and I've got a very full post bag full of some very interesting issues that we're all facing at this difficult time. Let's dive straight in, shall we? This one comes from a certain Dave. Dear Auntie Maggie, he says, you always say if you don't know where to turn to your Auntie Maggie. True, I do say that. Well, I really need your help because I'm worried for my life. The government are after me for tax evasion in several states of America. I have been on the run for 2 years. Originally, I just forgot to pay and had to run from Alabama to Michigan.
Maggie, do you
You're
mind?
not making a lot of sense here, Dave. Please help because I need to flee the country to the UK. Well, I don't know what makes you think that I'll be able to help.
Excuse me, Maggie.
You'll
Maggie.
have to follow the normal practice and contact the Foreign Office. Okay, thank you, bye.
Well, that is very interesting, Maggie, but do you mind if
This
I just...
one is from a certain doctor who doesn't give us his full name. Dear Auntie Maggie, he's given me my full text, so I really need your help. I feel a bit annoyed because it's been 57 years with no end in sight. Goodness. Technically, if we go by the doctor's lifespan, it would be 1,700 years. Since 1963. Interesting. The Daleks have been targeting planet Earth. Originally, they decided humans had to die. They are basically space racists. They just want to kill everyone and everything that isn't a Dalek. Then, they developed an obsession with Earth, and these big pepper pots with plungers and egg whisks have been annoying me ever since. I need an explanation of their behaviour. Is it because they can't get enough bustles and crinolines? Interesting. And why do they have an egg whisk and plunger as weapons? I'm not sure what you're really asking me here, because
I just interject
you
with
know
you of
they
my
say the
own?
design of the Dalek was flawed.
Excuse me, Maggie.
But really, Daleks don't want to
Maggie.
go up and down stairs, do they? Because they can exterminate you from wherever they are. So I'm not sure whether it's a design-based question you're asking me or a motivation-based question. Perhaps you could write again a bit more detail.
Yes, I'm sure that's wonderful, but I just wanted to...
This one's from a certain professor.
Yes?
Much more the style of letter I prefer to receive. As you always say, if you don't know where to turn to your Auntie Maggie. I am feeling angry, but also a little guilty. For nearly 3 weeks, my neighbour has been stealing my lawnmower. It really is my own fault because I wouldn't let him use it the first time, and then I was stubborn and I still wouldn't let him. I really just want him to buy a new lawnmower. How can I convince him? I know you don't like to meddle, but please can you help? Okay, yes, you're right. How can you convince him? How can you make him really want to buy his own lawnmower rather than borrow yours? I mean, you say you feel guilty, but I'm not really sure why. It's your lawnmower, so why would you lend it to somebody else?
Do you have any positive comments to
Listen,
say?
Professor, if I needed your input, I would have asked for it.
Yes?
I think your best course of action here is to convince him that your lawnmower is in some way toxic,
Excuse me,
that
Maggie?
he won't want to
Maggie?
near it anymore. That would be my advice. Am I be all for now? I do hope I've helped.
Well, thanks for that, Maggie. To our viewers out there, please do not take Maggie's comments to heart. It's all her own opinion, and please do not take any offense by anything she has said. Feeling hungry, viewers? Well, tonight's the feature should certainly whet your appetite. Sorry, I couldn't resist that. Coming up next is our the grand five-star chef of the ages. When we go over to Chef's Corner.
The Here, There and Everywhere show.
So we're doing hot moves today, so yeah, that should be fun. Feel about to wait halfway. Move. God, okay, that's it. So maybe pull this off. Bit of mess in there. So yeah, screw that up. So I think I pulled this a bit. Ah, God, yep, that's hot. Yeah, pour some hot water into oh, dude, that looks so good. Oh yeah, that looks good. And now we close the lid, like the instructions said, and we leave like for 2 minutes, I guess. So. Alright, I'll take it back. Okay, I'll How do you... Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. Oh, that looks nice. So let's get close from that. We met at home the sources, so tear here, I guess. It says tear here. So look at this turd. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, that's all going in. Split the inside of it. Let's go close again. My mom said himself, as you know, the coronavirus and all that. I should wash my hands more often, so yeah, I should probably do that later, but yeah. Okay guys, we're back. Okay, so basically the final answer it says tuck in, so looks... Oh yeah. Oh wow, that's... Damn, it's spicy. Wow, alright. Yeah, that's all for today, guys. And subscribe on Twitter and all that. Oh god.
The Here, There and Everywhere Show.
Well, let's go back to Dave the Quiz for the grand reveal of this week's big question. Dave, are you still with us?
Oh, thanks, Megan. And welcome back, folks. But before I answer the question that I gave at the beginning, I have a secondary question, so you can win an extra prize.
Questions? Do tell us, David.
How do you feel in the morning, on a work morning, when you're out of coffee?
Huh. Oh, when I wake up in the morning, thing. Of course. What you drink normally when you drink coffee during the morning, it's because you've got a terrible hangover.
No, not quite. But you're a tiny bit close.
Okay, then what is the answer, Dave?
Well, my good friend, it's depresso.
That's hilarious, David. Thank you so much. Well, I'm sure I do hope some of you guys and girls got that from home, and if you have, congratulations. You're just a step close winning this week's star prize, which should be a 2-week cruise around the Bahamas.
Oh, but I have a third question for you, my friend.
3 questions. 3. And 3 certainly audience fever pitch, David. Okay then, please tell.
Yes, a third question. What happened at the fight at the fish and chip shop?
Well, why don't we spin this one round to the audience for a change. Let's see if an audience member can help this strange puzzle. You, sir, what's your name over there? Mike Tragic? Mike Tragic. Okay, Mr. Tragic. Do you have do you think you might know the answer to this? Yeah.
Did the chips get assaulted?
Yeah.
Did the chips get assaulted?
Yeah.
Salted chips.
I'm sorry. What is this guy saying?
Chips salted.
Oh, right, I see. All right, yes, okay. Marvelous. Okay, right. Cheers, Mike. Thank you very marvelous so much. I think Mike was trying to say, yes, that the answer was a...
The chips got assaulted.
Well, David, were any of our guests correct?
Unfortunately not, my friend, even though some of them got really, really close. The answer was 2 fish got battered.
Oh, that was perfect. Priceless, David, really was. Shall we see if there were any winners to our previous 2 questions? Did anybody that get to achieve our star prize?
Oh, what a shame. It doesn't seem so, Magnum.
Well, that is a shame. But so what were the answers to tonight's questions, Dave?
Well, the answer to the first question was quackers.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, it is a shame. But remember, people, tune in next week for more quizzing questions and have your phone lines ready.
Well, thanks, Dave. That's certainly going to be taxing my brain for a while. Well, tune in next week, the folks, where we'll have more from Dave the Quiz and various more features yet to come. Thanks so much for tuning in. I've been Magnus Maxim, and from all the people here tonight. We'll see you soon.